Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am coming back at you with another announcement video for our Pirates of Drinax Traveler campaign that we are starting this week. Okay, so this is an announcement to let you know that we're going to be making characters on December 6th. We're going to be making characters on December 6th, and we're going to start at 6 p.m. Central Time, and we're going to make characters all the way up until everyone's finished making their characters. We have 6 players. I think that's a good amount of players. I don't want to overburden myself with 7 or 8 players. I did have enough interest that I could have invited more players, but I think 6 is a good number. That's going to fill the crew. It's going to give everybody an opportunity to role play with each other. It's also going to give each person their individual time, as well as enough people to interact with. All right, so I don't know if you are looking at this, but I do have a overlay here. I've got some cards running right below me. I have all the information that I need to run the campaign is actually in Roll20. It took me a week or so to upload all the PDFs. Well, I didn't really upload PDFs. What I did was I took screenshots, like what you can see on the screen. I took screenshots of PDFs of only the pieces that I was going to need, right? So I didn't need to upload the entire PDF, right? And I made characters, put ships in there, got worlds, got the whole adventure going. Now we're going to be playing the Pirates of Drinax, and you can hear in the background the official soundtrack for the Pirates of Drinax. Now I don't know if that's going to demonetize this video. This is a test. If it does demonetize this video, then I won't be able to use this soundtrack during the game for the audience. I'll be able to do it for the players, but I will have to turn my volume all the way down on the music, but I'll let the players hear it and just not the audience. But if it doesn't demonetize, then I'll use it in the game and everybody will get a chance to hear it. There are basically a score for each chapter in the game. Now we've already played the first chapter with players a few years ago. We stopped the campaign due to player losses, and so recently some of the players have been kind of itching to play again, and so have I. And so I put out the word to invite new players. We got overwhelming response trying to jump into this game, but I had to take only the first ones that inquired, and so I made the cutoff at 6. But if for whatever reason we lose some players, I have some others that are waiting in the wings trying to get into the campaign. But things change. So like maybe what if I lose a couple of players 2 months down the road, and then these other players that were waiting in the wings might say something like, well, it's been 2 months, I've already started another campaign. So you never know. You just got to stay on top of it. Now it's taken me a long time to get all the information that I needed uploaded to Roll20, but it's ready to go. I could start running today. There's some minor tweaks that I need to make, but I could start right now. Now the overlay, as you can see, you're going to be able to see the majority of what's on my screen. Maps and tokens and things like that. And then right below that is an area where you see just solid hexes. That is where the cameras will be. But I don't anticipate half of the players having cameras. I suspect maybe 2 or 3 are going to have cameras. And this campaign, I deliberately stated that it wasn't mandatory that you had your camera, but I don't understand why you would play a role-playing game without one. The whole reason why you role play is to get into character and show facial expressions and gesture with your hands and things like that. And without a camera, that's totally lost. That whole aspect of role playing is not even involved. I know a lot of people think that Traveler is just a numbers game and you just roll dice and move tokens around on the map, but that's not really, it's a role-playing game. You're supposed to actually role-play characters. And I'm going to try to really emphasize that, but it's going to be hard when players aren't going to have their cameras. Now, I understand that there are people that are scared or apprehensive or shy, or they don't want to be ridiculed or whatever. They think they're ugly and they don't want people to see them. Nobody cares about that. I mean, the world nowadays is super accepting to every type of person, and if they don't like you or if they don't like your looks, then it's their problem. That's not your problem. I don't know. If you sit around the table, you got to be face to face. So, but I understand. Okay, let me back up. I do understand that you're not in front of just 7 of us. You're actually in front of a couple of 100 people because they will be watching the video. But you don't have to go in later and read the notes or comments, because usually there's not very many comments on my videos. We get a couple of 100 people watching, but there's only like 5 or 6 comments. So, because for one reason, I don't have the opportunity to pause the game to look at the chat to comment. I have that minimized. I'm playing the game with my players. Now, again, let me just reiterate, we are going to be starting character creation. It's going to be day 0 on the 6th of December. We're going to make characters from 6 p.m. till we finish. And then the following week will be day 1, where the players will actually take their characters into the game, and actually that's when the game actually begins in earnest. Now, I do want to preface it by saying that there is some history in this campaign that some of the new players are not familiar with, but that's okay. They're coming in after the first chapter, which is not that big of a deal. And really, a player could enter at any time, because the way Traveler works, you might have a crew member on your ship that leaves, and you might hire a new crew member at any time, right? So players could easily join or exit the campaign. Okay, so I guess that's it. I'm just going to reiterate that I'm testing the music to see if it will demonetize, and I'm also letting you know that December 6th is when we're making characters. If you don't want to watch us make characters, that's perfectly fine, because it's just going to be, but it'll be the introduction to the players. It'll be our introduction to each other, because I only really know 2 of the players. The other 4 are all going to be fresh faces for me. So it'll be a lot of introductions, a lot of getting to know each other, and then again the following week will actually be the campaign. All right, I'm super excited about it. I'm looking forward to it, And I'll see you on the 6th.